When you're walking over there, make her just stay with you right there, and I'm gonna have you bring yours too, just so you can use it while we're
walking.
Sorry, Phoenix.
She's like, that means go.
There you go. Good girl. If she's lagging behind, bump her up a little. If she's ahead of you, pull her back. Make her walk with you, your normal pace, whatever you want.
Okay.
And just as we're going over there, test her. Stop all of a sudden and turn and have her back up, or stuff like that. You could even jog a little and then stop, because doing that, she's going to be so focused on keeping up with you, she's not even going to think about the trailer, and she'll just follow you in. So let me bring mine too, just in case. Is it towards the church direction or that direction?
The church. We just walked through the parking lot, and that's...
Oh, perfect. I love that she waited for you.
Yeah, she does do that out of that gate, which is nice.
Yeah, that is good. Good girl, Phoenix. Sorry, I'm gonna walk on the other side of you. Gonna go see friends.
I think I know where we're going.
So if you feel like she's getting ahead of you on the downhill, you can even stop and make her back up, or... Very good, yeah. And it's good to make her stand there too, to just be still. She thinks we're on the go, but then all of a sudden, like, no, we're just gonna, yeah. So is this kind of what she's doing, where she's not walking straight?
Yeah, she'll like push into me like that.
Okay, so what the thing is she is not wanting to let you lead. She wants to lead, so she's, yes, good job. And even though she's, her body is kind of staying back, she's like wrapping her head in front of you because she's wanting to get in front.
Yeah.
When that happens, you can use the butt of your stick and get after her a little more, of like, hey, no, back up and get into her space a little bit. Like, no, because that's not going to hurt her. It's just, but that will make sure, like, even though we're out here, we're still in the round pen, and if I walk into you, you can to make her like pivot away, how we were doing in the round pen. Yeah. And use your rope too. Because out here she's probably not paying as much attention as she does in the round pen.
Yeah.
So use your rope too and walk into her and go ahead and make her pivot. Hey. Okay, except if you would have kept going, she would have walked right into you.
Yeah.
So she's still, do you mind if I demonstrate for you? It's okay. There. Come on. Push her, and see how she's getting ahead of me right there? I just used my elbow and pushed into her, of like, no, I'm right here. So get out a little bit. And then also what you can do, if she's looking around distracted, do the same thing as the round pen, but you have the rope and you kind of have to hold her, but you'll chase her around in a circle. So, and I won't make her go fast because we're on the concrete, and it's too close quarters for the stick. But if you need to, if she's not paying attention, I'm gonna wait till she is distracted. Good girl, you're all right.
If we walk a little more, she'll get more distracted too.
More distracted too? Okay, so it gets worse the further away you get?
As we keep walking, she'll be like...
So it's good to address it then close, and then each time she starts to get distracted, address it right then and there to call her mind back. And then that way you don't get so far and she's just like so caught up in everything.
Yeah.
At least then you can go in increments of, oh, come back to earth, come back to where we're at, because she's doing better just standing here now. But when she does that, back her up, make her hold still, stand. And the other thing is, you shouldn't have to a lot of young horses are insecure when they're away from their normal surroundings, so they'll like snuggle up to you. She should stand here if I'm right here. You know, she can be like that. Don't let her stand in your pocket in order for her to hold still. It's okay
be away.
Yes. Hey. Good. So she's still listening. She's curious and looking, but she's kind of reining herself back in a little bit. But so now I'm not really going to get to demonstrate what I was going to demonstrate, but you just use this like the little end of your whip and just do it in a little circle like this. And basically make her trot in a circle around you. Use this to keep her turned in. So she doesn't just run away.
She always poops when she's like nervous or out here. And so whenever she poops over there, I have to clean it out. I probably have to clean this up when I get back.
Darn it. I'm sorry.
No, it's just funny. Like every time we leave, she goes.
Okay. There you go.
Hey girl. You're okay. The excitement makes you poop.
Just remember, it's more important to make sure she's listening to you than getting wherever you were going to go. If you never get to where you were going to go that day, at least
she's listening.
Yes. So she's kind of doing it again. Use your elbow to stick into her of like, hey, get out of my space. Yeah. So she's a little ahead of you. Make her stop and back her up. And give her a few good tugs, because she should know like, hey, that's not okay. Yeah.
Should I do it again, or should I do it?
If she does it again as soon as you start walking, then yes, I would immediately make her back up again. There, because right there, now she's a little ahead again. So at her shoulder, if her shoulder's by yours, she's too far ahead. You want like her jawbone, right? Her throat latch to be right at your shoulder. Good on correcting her. Perfect. And just if you start to feel her sneak ahead, give her a little tug to remind her like, hey, yeah, very good. But if you're constantly tugging, that's when you need to really back her up and get after her and make her get out of your space. And you can, I'd go ahead and stop her and then make her pivot away from you. Walk into her. You keep your right hand on the rope, yeah, and push her away. And use your shoulder, use your elbow, in her shoulder, because she's still pushing you. She's still pushing you. So try to get right in here and make her move away from you. Because her head was turning, but her shoulders were kind of still walking into your feet. So that's how you can use your elbow and kind of do a kind of a stiff arm, like a football, but not like this, but because you want her nose to tuck in, but yeah. From your elbow to your shoulder, stiff arm.
I stand here.
And I think in the future we should take her out on walks with the halter too, just to work on this, because this is a typical young horse. They forget everything they've learned, and there's some more new stuff. Yes. And there's a lot of different stuff you can do on the ground to have them recall, like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to give to pressure, and like the flexing. Do you remember when we did the flexing? Stuff like that. Yep, back her up. Wait until she stands.
Hey.
There. Did you see how I was using my voice? Just because I could tell she was thinking about it. So find something that you like to do as a warning, like, hey, don't, don't think about that. Yeah. because then you can kind of catch her before she does it, and you'll see them like, okay, and sit back down, but stand back down, I guess. Yeah. Good, Phoenix. Okay, now she, so that's the other thing is, same thing as ending on a good note type thing. You want to make them stand until they're calm and still for a little bit on their own. And then at that point, then give them the release of, okay, now we can keep going. Okay. So she's doing pretty good. I'd go ahead and take her now so that then you're telling her to move before she accidentally does. Yeah. Because it is hard. They have short attention spans, young horses, and they also have not a lot of patience. So it's better to do it frequently and
then for a long time.
Yes. And then just work up to it. Like the more you do it, the longer you can make her stand still. Okay. I just check her these I do that with my toddler all the time. Stop, hold still, look both ways.